Hey, Benchwarmers. Welcome back to the Seniors on JV podcast. I'm Kennedy Smith here with my co-host, Jake Lanier.
Whoop, whoop. Spring break, I survived.
Oh, my gosh. We'll get into that in a second. Today, we have a very special guest, Max Wright from the A&M football team.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Doing good. How are y'all?
Good. How was your spring break? Did you get one?
I did, actually. So we started spring ball before spring break, which was kind of new for us. But then they actually gave us a whole spring break. So this was like my first real spring break that I got like an entire week off.
What'd you end up doing?
I went to Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like
Great
everyone
time.
in this room got a vacation
Wait,
with me.
did you go to Florida, Bama?
I did. I actually didn't really like it.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Hot take.
I know. Very hot take. Y'all can come at me for that. But it was a great time.
Florida,
Wow.
Bama is historically known for has 20 different individual bars, and there's just live music everywhere. It's humongous.
It's all different. Like there's a hangout with a guy with an acoustic guitar. Then there was an old guy rock band, which was awesome.
So your team hangout then
Yeah, I'm team hangout.
with all the 12-year-old little kids.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but Jake recently retired. I'm not going to say quit. Retired from
I
the
did
track
see
team.
that. I did see that.
And in my personal opinion, I think it was so that he could go to Mexico for spring break.
Yeah.
So we need to hear if this was worth it.
All-inclusive resorts, in theory, I thought it was kind of like a hoax. I was like, you're paying all this up front. It's not going to be worth it. It was
Yeah.
so worth it.
Really?
Never going back to paying per drink or per event. I'm just saying I want 5 of this. I want 4 steaks. It was awesome.
Where were you in Mexico?
I was in Playa del Carmen. It's just south of Cancun. But Kennedy probably had a lot of fun without me in Arizona.
Stop. Oh my gosh. No, we had 2-a-day practice. We went to Arizona, the track team, and we had a meet on Friday and Saturday, but we
Okay.
went Monday. And you would think okay, you practice once a day and then you have the rest of the day off. No.
No.
We had 2-a-day practices.
With weight room in the middle.
With weight room in the middle.
Why?
It was breakfast at 7:30 and then practice right after. We had to walk a mile to get to the track. So
That's
that was
ridiculous.
there and back. That's 4 miles a day of walking.
That's
I don't
crazy.
like walking more than 5 steps. So it was very stressful.
You're on the track team.
I'm
like walking,
tired.
but you're on the track team. Makes sense.
No, I don't like running. Fun fact, I only like hurdling. The running in between is not for me.
It's fair.
I totally forgot to mention, the studio is decorated Candyland themed.
If you can't
I'm
tell.
sure you've noticed it by now, but we've got, lots of candy everywhere. And at the very end,
Maple
we're going to be
syrup.
playing a maple syrup drinking game. So stay tuned for that.
8-year-old me would be very excited to play that game, I'll be honest.
23-year-old me is very excited
That's
to play
fair.
that game. So in spring ball, who has been someone that's kind of unexpectedly impressed you?
Unexpectedly? I mean, so I wouldn't say any of those guys have unexpectedly impressed me. You know, you kind of.
Okay, then just flat out impressed you.
Connor Weeman, Anthony Lucas is a massive human being who is very athletic. Ish Harris, he's a linebacker, a young guy.
Kind of underrated. They don't really talk about it much, but I think he's going to be really good.
Yeah, he also, I really like his mindset. So you can kind of, I mean, when you've been around college sports enough, you can tell whenever someone comes in and they have a good head on their shoulders. You know what I mean? They kind of understand what they're here for, and it's good whenever they come in hey, I'm here to learn, and not be oh, I know what I'm doing and all this stuff.
Right. So I know this might be a little controversial. You might not be able to talk, but give us as much tea as possible. You were talking about young people coming in. What's our quarterback situation looking like right now?
All 3 of those guys are ballers, and that's just point blank.
It really seems like there's Haynes King was the starter, has been in the program. Max Johnson started a whole year in the SEC, and then Connor is the blue chip, high 5-star, the future. So it's which route are we going to go?
Yeah.
Which is none of them are bad.
Yeah, none of them is going to be a bad.
It's a good situation. And
Yeah.
of course, last year it proved there's injuries, anything can happen. So you always need the next person ready.
Yeah, I mean, you even think about whenever Nick Starkel with Kellen.
Yeah.
Nick Starkel got hurt in the UCLA game. Kellen came in, he was the guy after that. It's going to be really, the next 5 to 6 months are going to be crazy. But I'm just really excited. I like all those guys, and they're all good dudes, so I'm cool with any of them, you know?
All right. So speaking of blue chip recruits, let's go back in time to when you were being recruited.
It was a blast to the past.
Yeah, so when you were getting recruited, that was right when Sumlin got fired.
Yeah.
And Fisher was coming in. It kind of threw a loop for our recruits. I know you, Leon, were kind of our 2 top guys that stayed and stayed strong with your A&M commitment and knew A&M was the home for you. Can you kind of talk about that process of getting recruited by A&M back in there? Maybe the swag copter
Yeah.
with Sumlin, because you probably got recruited way back when you were freshman, sophomore, so the swag copter was still in effect. But can you kind of talk about that?
Yeah. So it was definitely a crazy recruiting experience because someone left and Jimbo came in 2 months before I signed. So I was like, well, crap. I don't really know. Jimbo didn't really recruit me at Florida State because I think he kind of knew I was a Texas guy. Like I was like, okay, I want to stay close to home kind of. Like I didn't want to really travel. You know what I mean? I didn't want to go thousands of miles away from home. So he didn't really recruit me. So I didn't really know Coach Fisher that well. So I was like, this is a big thing. Like I needed to find out if I really want to play for this guy. But what was really cool was within 24 hours of him landing in College Station, he called all the recruits up that were like committed and was like, hey, I really like y'all's class. I would love for y'all to come up whenever, like today, and meet with me and just like sit down and talk with me, like come with your family.
How big of a role do you think A&M's money and NIL played in this recruiting class?
Not as much as people think, being honest. A&M has kind of been building something for like the past few years. I mean, Jimbo's a great coach and a great recruiter. I keep saying Jimbo. I feel like you get mad at me for that. Coach Fisher is a great coach and also is a great recruiter. So, like, if you look at the coaching staff that we've put together, there's a lot of really great coaches on this staff, like Elijah Robinson, Terry Price, who else? Coach Craig, Damian Craig, like, and Coach Coley. Coach Coley was a OC a little bit for Georgia.
The offensive line coach used to be a head coach.
Yeah, and him too. Like, there's a ton of, like, really talented, really impressive coaches on this staff. Like, why wouldn't you want to come play for assistant coaches who have head coach potential, along with a head coach who's one of the only other head coaches in the country to win a national championship? I mean, it makes sense why kids want to come here, not just for money. You know what I mean? Like, so I think that there's more to it than just the NIL stuff, but I do think that played a little part, but I don't know how much.
Yeah. So let's go into your freshman year. You're at A&M now. You played in all 13 games as a freshman, burning your red shirt. Majority of that was on special teams.
Yes.
Which, was that a conversation you had with the coaches that you just wanted to get on the field immediately, or were you just trying to make an impact for the team wherever you could see it?
Yeah, so I think that was kind of my thing. I wanted to be on the field, you know, and like you don't ever want to try and be selfish in those moments, but it kind of always comes up where you're like, okay, am I going to burn my year of eligibility for special teams? But we had a lot of freshman guys who kind of all were like, no, like we're going to do this, like, because this is what the team needs. Like, I knew I could really benefit the team in special teams, and knew that that's something that I could do to really make an impact. And so I think I kind of had to take a step back and like be like, okay, you know what, I'm going to do this. Like, and it's fine if I burn this year, like, because I'm helping the team. And we had pretty good special teams that year.
Yeah,
so,
we did.
Yeah, we did. So I mean, it was well worth it. I think I would encourage a lot of guys to do that too, because special teams aren't just like special teams, like, oh, that's nothing. Like, it's definitely a huge exposure to what college football is, and was really helpful for like the future of my career. So I'm glad I did it.
And truly, if you really are trying to go to the next level, majority of players are going to have to make a name for themselves on special teams.
Exactly.
Not everyone's going to go straight in as a first or second rounder and not have to play special teams.
Yeah, I mean, that's like one of the things that recruiters, I guess scouts, NFL scouts come in and look at is if these guys played special teams. Like, because what people don't realize is like 70% of the NFL is special teams guys.
Yeah.
Like, which is crazy to think about, but you don't really see a lot of big name guys on any special teams at all other than like return guys. So like all those other positions, 10 other positions on the field at a time have to be filled with special teams
That's
guys.
how you feel the roster. I really feel like Leon, that's going to help him a lot in his
Exactly,
draft stock and actually making a team, because he played special teams with you y'all's freshman year.
Yep, and like showing like versatility in that too, because like it shows that you're coachable. Like, okay, he's not just like a tight end, or he's not just a safety. That dude can go in and be like a shield protector for punt or something like that. It shows versatility, and it also shows like selflessness to be like, okay, I'm gonna like do special teams even though someone's
All right, so we're gonna play a little game now. Considering it's Candyland Day, we each have our own bottle of syrup.
Courtesy of Kennedy Smith.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Put that label on there. So we're gonna play a little drinking game, and it's gonna be, if you answer wrong, you drink.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try not to look at the answers, because I'll try and participate
Kind
in
of
this.
cheating over here.
I'm not going to cheat.
But
Close the computer.
I'll happily just drink it. All right, yeah, close your computer. First question. When was the last time A&M football went to the Cotton Bowl? What year?
Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel's year.
Yeah,
Give me a year.
2012.
12?
Correct. No one has to drink.
Ooh, let's go.
Good job. All right, number 2. Who was the football coach here the year you two were born?
R.C. Slocum. That's my guess.
Who's your
He
guess?
might have just
Don't look.
99.
Don't look. 99.
I think I'm
Is
wrong.
it Coach Fran?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
I'm saying Slocum.
You have to drink syrup, Jake.
shit.
It was R.C. Slocum.
Oh,
I
I'm
did
doing
RC
good.
Slocum, yeah.
Oh, that
very
was
proud
a
of
big
myself.
pull.
That was nice.
Syrup
Ooh.
is good.
Yeah, it's kind of tasty.
It's been toasting in my car all night. So, name one football player that was inducted into the A&M Hall of Fame in the class of 2021.
The A&M Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Oh,
That does not mean they played in 2021. That means they were inducted that year. There was 2 football players, and I feel like you should know this because they
It was in
probably
the
made
Hall
a
of
video about it.
Champions.
I really
Yes.
should. Two.
Miles Garrett.
That's your final answer.
Great
You give me
guess.
one.
Oh man, I know a couple who are in it, but I don't know. I'm gonna say Jacob Green.
You're both wrong. The 2 that were inducted in 2021 was Dante Hall and Randy Bullock.
Oh, Randy
Aw.
Bullock. I should have known.
And I
that.
wouldn't have known, so I'll drink.
Because I remember I went with you to one of the Hall of Fames, Kennedy,
Mm-hmm.
or my freshman year, and I was
That
so
is
mad.
so good.
Because Vaughn Miller was in it the year before.
Why is
And
it
I was like,
spicy?
dang it. I got to take mine.
Why is it kind of like
That was good.
crisp?
Oh my gosh. I'm doing a lot.
That is not Aunt
I'm
Jemima.
gonna try to get mine to like here.
His pulls are like, they're real.
Yeah, no, you have to get at least through the top.
Yeah, through the top
To the first
stem,
notch
to
down
the-
here.
Yeah, okay.
All right. How many aces has your girlfriend, Mallory, gotten in her career in college?
Oh,
Can you
come
just
on.
define an ace first?
It's a point off a serve, so it's the ball doesn't come back over the other side of the net. So serve on the other side, and point
Ace.
immediately. Ace, exactly. I have
You gotta
no
guess,
idea.
too.
I'm
In
gonna
her
say
career?
in her
She's
career.
played 4 years.
She's played 4 years. Well, yeah,
But
4.
isn't she an outside hitter?
Sorry,
So
I
does she
fiddle
does
so
she
much, sorry.
typically serve? Can you give it?
She's a middle.
She's
So
a middle, but does she rotate to serve?
not always.
See, that's
So
a key factor.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say if I can't guess low. If I guess low, that's so bad.
I'm gonna say
I-
15.
Guess
I'm gonna say
1,000.
Yeah.
15
15.
because I just don't think that she serves enough being a middle. Like she doesn't rotate to the back row.
I'll say 18.
Correct answer was 20.
Oh man, no.
But you're both wrong, so you both drink.
Dang it.
And I'll drink too, just because I know the answer already. Ah! Dang it. Give me
That's
a
good.
napkin.
We got napkins for that though. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna find syrup on myself. Sam's just zooming in on you, Kennedy.
Perfect.
That's good.
Need to look at
That's
my
good.
lipstick. All right, next question. Of the 9 Aggies that are at the 2022 NFL Combine, who had the best vertical and broad jump?
Ooh. Okay, so
Some of them didn't do both of them though. Is it the same person? Kennedy?
I don't know.
I would imagine.
I think it's Aaron Hansford. I think he did both.
Okay, so hang on. I'm thinking through like who are all the guys.
Aaron Hansford, final answer?
Aaron Hansford potentially could be Leon, but I'm gonna say Aaron Hansford.
I'm saying vertical jump.
I need a vertical
I'm
and a broad.
thinking this through like so hard. Like I'm thinking through like hard.
You should know
I should
your
know this.
teammates.
It wasn't Isaiah Spiller.
Yeah,
For
for
sure.
Not Isaiah. No offense. Love you, Isaiah, but sorry. I'm gonna say. Yeah, I'm gonna say Hansford for vertical, and then for broad. No, I'm on Hansford for both.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Y'all both have to take double shots
Who is
because
it?
it was Leon O'Neal and both.
Dang it!
Really? What do you get?
Really. Oh, I don't remember, but it was like astronomically higher.
Well done.
I feel like
Good
it was
job, Leon.
like a
Yeah, I
35.
committed
Wake
to
him
him.
up,
I
wake
should
him
know
up.
that. I'm sorry. My bad, Lee.
Yeah, y'all are hating on your boy.
That's my fault. I own that.
But you gotta take the second one.
Oh yeah, no, y'all got both wrong. Take 2. I'm not
Hold me
taking
accountable
2.
over there. Jeez.
I have practice in a few hours. I can't do this. All right. Our last 3
That's tough.
questions are from our political science class we had together.
Joking.
I'm not,
You pulled him from the study guide?
maybe, or the internet.
Okay.
So, how many members are in the House of Representatives?
Oh, I know the answer.
256. Not even close.
456.
Oh.
Wrong.
Was it not 456?
435. Take a drink.
Embarrassed. I had the 56 part kind of close. Though.
I think you got
There
me on
was
the
no
56.
56.
I knew it was
It was
400. I
435.
knew it was 400.
But 56
Both
though.
of you drink. You're both wrong.
That's fair.
I got
cannot expect
I
me
got
to
credit
know.
in high school, so I
And
had
you
to
know
take
what?
this class.
I didn't even have to Google that. I knew it.
No, you
So
didn't.
I'm not
No
drinking.
pride.
Yes, I did. I pulled you
No shot.
to a passing grade in that class. I have syrup on my shirt. This is ridiculous. All right. Next political science question. Who can declare war?
President. No.
The
No. Not
probably
president.
the Senate.
No.
The Senate.
Senate final answer for Jake.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, it has to be the Senate. Yeah, I'm on Senate too.
Congress. Everyone drink. You were nowhere near the notch. You need to get chugging.
Isn't the Senate Congress?
I think the Senate is Congress.
Is it?
That'd be really embarrassing.
Wait, look.
I think the Senate is
Yeah,
Congress.
what are you
Is
talking
Congress
about?
the Senate and the House of Representatives put together?
No, it's Senate.
Huh?
Yes.
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 Oh,
See.
yes.
Now
So you have to drink. You have to drink. Yeah, come on.
We're gonna look so dumb.
She said Congress, and I was like, wait,
This
that's
isn't- this
not
isn't-
the same
I'm an
thing.
idiot. Sorry.
That would have been even worse if I was like, I didn't even know that.
I was like, what?
I was like, wait a minute.
That's embarrassing.
Okay,
Dude.
dollar store syrup tastes really bad, just so y'all know. Last question. What was the name of our polls teacher?
Started with an L.
And you know what? I don't know because I thought our polls teacher was a boy.
It was not. It was.
And
a
I thought it was
woman.
Mr. Smith.
It was not Mr. Smith.
That's another teacher that
I guess that was
everyone
my
likes.
other polls class.
It was
All right, so who was it? I have to take a poll no matter what.
I'm exempting because I didn't take this class.
Lipsmeyer.
Lipsmeyer?
Lipsmeyer. That's my guess.
You probably got it right.
I think so.
Well, you
Look it up.
Jake,
Yeah.
just take a poll with me. Solidarity.
Ahia, abajo, ahia.
Yeah, you just came back from Mexico. You should know all that stuff.
Ugh.
Don't get this on video of me. All right. Well, that's all we have for today. We've got a lot of extra syrup, so if anyone wants some, come on down to the Texags
Yeah.
studio.
Yeah, please.
Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us today.
No, thanks for having me.
And we can't wait to see what your next season looks like. We can't wait to see how you do at the spring game.
April 9th.
Maroon
April
and
9th.
white.
Be there.
April 9th. Everyone be there or be square.
Awesome.
Thanks so much. We'll catch up with you hopefully soon.
Thank y'all for having me. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. Stay off the bench, you bench warmers. Bye, guys.